Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest and we're going to have a go at the latest season challenge. This one is a checkpoint chase at the Hillstreet Circuit. We're driving the TriStar and I'm going to use automatic gears, half off half, and tuning settings for this one of 3, 3, 3, 1. Okay, let's get into this checkpoint chase then. So we've got a timer up in the right hand corner, time left 20 seconds it starts at. That timer will drop until you get to one of these checkpoints like this one here, and if you can manage to get to the checkpoint before your time gets down to 0, then you get a time extension, and also if you can get there quickly you can get a bonus, which is key. Now you should be going straight on and around the loop to the left here, but we can cut the wrong way underneath that checkpoint and immediately hit reset. It's a bit of a shortcut, bit of a cheat, and it saves you quite a lot of time, of course, and also you get a big bonus on that checkpoint because of that. You can gain like an extra 4 seconds or something like that every time you go through that checkpoint. So a nice little cheat there. Right, the hill then. So we've got to be careful. We want to limit the amount of contact that we make because it's very easy to damage this TriStar, or also very easy to lose a wheel. So want to absolutely minimize any contact with any of the other taxis or the side of the track. Trying to get nice clean overtakes. Sometimes it's tricky. You can encounter the taxis at really awkward moments. Right, watching here on the map, there's a car there, but now we're free under the checkpoint the wrong way, hit reset and away. Car coming on the crossover, we're going to have to nip round the back. Just held us up slightly. And again, this one's going to be at an awkward position on this left-hand corner, so we're going to have to slide it all the way around the outside. Okay, up the hill, outside or inside. Let's duck to the inside and past. Through the chicane section, it's really awkward if you encounter a taxi right in this little section of that chicane, but we're okay this lap round. And so far we're doing okay. The timer is still well up at the moment, and the score's ticking over nicely. Racing down. Again, quick glance at the map here. Is there anything coming from the left? Yeah, there's one coming, but then there's a gap, is there? Oh, there's one there as well. Okay, I just saw that the last second. Of course, you can drive through when you go in the wrong way and through that checkpoint. You can go through at any point, left, middle, right. It doesn't matter because it's not as if you're lining up for a corner. You're going to hit the reset button anyway. So you just drive through any angle you can so as to avoid any oncoming cars. I think my best score that I've ever got on this challenge is something in the 800,000s. I think I got that last time around. So let's see if we can maybe get somewhere close to that, up to 400,000 already. So closing in on that gold trophy score anytime now. Again, another time extension and a good bonus as well, and there is the gold trophy. So now it's just a matter of how long we can keep this going for. Nice and clear that time through that section, so we could go really quickly, save a little bit more time. I've also already released my weekly challenge. That's also on this track, the Hillstreet Circuit, but it's racing in the opposite direction and it's using the Rocket RX. It's a race attack, so it's against other cars, 3 laps of the track, and the goal is to get the fastest 3 laps that you can. Still doing well here, nothing on. Yeah, that car's going to be out the way by the time we get to them. That's good. The taxis start evenly staggered to start with, so there's a nice gap in between each one. But if they have crashes or incidents or lose a wheel or something, then obviously that gap can then change, and you might suddenly end up with 2 or 3 taxis like ahead here, fairly close together, but they're not in our way, and in fact that makes a perfect gap for us to shoot through there. We're still doing really well for time. Again, taxi in the way there, we can just again nip round the back like we did last time. Score up to 620,000 now. It does become tougher and tougher, and these two are in a slightly awkward position, so we're going to have to go around the outside of these two. Does that mean we're going to be clear here though? Yeah, clear enough. I'll overtake this one on the straight. Yeah, it's when you get cars on the corners a little bit like this one, you've got to alter your racing line. I mean, we can drift around the outside there and not to lose too much time. But if you have to brake a little bit more than you normally would have to get up the inside, it can cost you a bit of time. And that time now is coming down. It's getting tighter and tighter to get to each checkpoint. Okay, on the crossover. Car ahead that hopefully we're going to get past before the left hand corner. We can slip up the inside. It's going to be close. About 3 seconds as we got to that checkpoint. Can we get another checkpoint in? It's going to be very close. No, not quite. That's the finish then, and a final score of 784,019. So not quite my best total, but not a bad one. Best of luck for all your attempts on this checkpoint chase season challenge. Hope you managed to get some really good scores. As I say, if you're interested in that weekly challenge video I've already released, then take a look. Watch out for the online racing video on Friday, and see you soon.